welcome to InvestComics. I'm Jay Katz, and today I'm here with Jeff Cahn. How are you, Jeff?
Good. Thanks for having me, Jay.
Hey, no problem. Welcome to InvestComics. Let's just start off by learning more about Jeff Cahn. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I was born in New Orleans, and I was raised there, and then went to college out in Claremont, California, which is right outside of Los Angeles. And then once I graduated, I worked on The Curious Case of Ben Button down in New Orleans because I was from there and I was able to get in on. They were shooting down there. And then once that wrapped, I moved back out to Southern California and got a job at Ben Arroyo Productions, where I am now. Who I actually knew Michael, who's the founder from college. So that's sort of how I ended up here.
Cool. And what do you do at Ben Arroyo? What's your function there?
I mostly do development work. So I've been doing comics. I've been doing the Red Spike comic, and I'm working on another one right now called The Redeemer. And then any sort of other miscellaneous development work that they need, either notes or helping other people with stuff or, tweaking things. Just basically writing. So it's been fun.
Right. So, Ben Arroyo, are they only focused on comic books, or do they go in different directions on other things?
Yeah, we do a couple different things. We kind of are split, as far as the office. There's sort of two wings. There's more of like your standard, movie finance company. And then there's also like this development wing where we've been working on comics in-house. We have a line of about 6 of them that are starting to roll out. So there's very much sort of two things going on, there. But one of the things that we definitely are focusing on is comics. And then, the other side of the business that I'm not really involved that much in is they'll invest in some movies and stuff like that.
Oh, that's very cool. That's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah,
especially with all the comic book movies coming out today, and it's good to have that other area that you can focus on if needed.
Yeah. I mean, I'm mostly working on writing, and I've been working on these comics for a year and a half. So that's mostly what I've been up to.
Cool. So right now, actually, you're working, or you have a comic book called Red Spike, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about Red Spike and what that's all about.
Well, Red Spike is basically an action adventure comic set inside a covert military program. And basically this program is they construct super soldiers using adrenaline. So they'll implant devices into a soldier on his adrenal glands and in his brain. So when his flight or fight response is triggered, he can produce more adrenaline than us. He can distribute it more quickly and at will than a normal human. So basically you can get that burst that you hear about of like a mother being able to lift a car to save her baby. These guys can have that, more than that, a more intense burst and for more sustained period of time. So basically it's turning a guy into a super fast, super strong, super, in endurance, should he need it, in an intense combat situation. The goal being to have, in Red Spike's case, there are 2 guys, these 2 guys be able to do the work of, say, 50 normal Army Rangers.
Wow. Cool.
So.
Very cool. You have, on Red Spike, you have two guys working with you. You're the writer, obviously. They have Salvatore Navarro and Mark Teixeira. Mark Teixeira, right? Yeah. How did that work out in the sense? How did you get those guys to come over to help you out with Red Spike?
I think a lot of that's probably attributable to Dave Elliott, who is our editor-in-chief, who's really experienced in comics. I think he was founder of Radical or something like that a few years back. And so he knows a lot of people, and he has been really instrumental in helping us with this whole line of comics. And so I think it was just his connections in the business were able to, land some fairly heavy hitters that we might not have otherwise been able to land. So that's been really great, having Mark Teixeira do covers, and he's done some interior work on some of the issues. It's been really, it's just been, a dream to have a guy, who's so well regarded work on something of yours, so.
Yes, absolutely. Mark is a great guy. He's really cool. Yeah. So right now, you have a contest going on right now with Red Spike. What's that all about?
Yeah, well, you can get the first issue for $1, and basically, Mark did the cover of the first issue. I have a poster for it right here.
Awesome.
This is
show and tell. That's great.
Yeah, so Mark drew this, and if you go to your local comic store and you purchase a copy of Red Spike, and then you take a picture of yourself with the comic outside of the store.
Okay.
Post it on the Red Spike Facebook page. We're going to randomly draw anyone who had posted their picture with the comic to the page. They'll win the original cover art of that, and the comic shop will win some of the interior pages, or an interior page that Mark drew. So you'll win the cover. They'll win some stuff and be eternally grateful to you. And basically, the entry fee is $1 for the first issue.
That's not a bad thing.
You got to make sure.
That.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, you got to make sure to post it to the Facebook page though, so that you can be entered.
Right, exactly. What's that address? That Facebook address?
That would be Project Red Spike, probably Facebook.com/Project Red Spike. And there should be some more in-depth rules to the contest on that page, or if you Google Red Spike, it'll come up pretty near the top of the list.
Cool. All right, Jeff, we're going to take our first break, and we'll be right back. Okay?
Great. Thanks.
Hello, welcome back to InvestComics TV. We're here with Jeff Cahn.
How are you?
Jeff, how are you? I just wanted to ask you, Free Comic Book Day. You guys have something going on as far as that's concerned.
Yes, we do. Free Comic Book Day, which is Saturday, May 7th. We are going to be doing, by we I mean me and another writer from Benaroya who has a comic coming out in June called Samurai's Blood. It's cool. You should check that out as well. We're going to be doing a signing at Golden Apple from 10 to 11:30. That I think is on Melrose if you're local. And then we're going to be doing another signing at Meltdown from 2 to 3:30. Which I believe is on Sunset. I think both in West Hollywood, if for any local viewers out there. And we'll be selling the comics for $1, signing them if you should like, and it's a perfect time to enter yourself into that contest.
I was going to say, can we take that picture, right then and there, or try to enter the contest? Oh, that's pretty cool.
I don't see why not. I think that would probably be the best way to do it.
Yeah, that would be actually cool. Okay. So when I went up to Benaroya Publishing, the website, I noticed that they have like Blood Merchant, Samurai's Blood, Marksman, Red Spike. Can you talk a little bit about the other books? Are you familiar with them, or are you involved with them?
I am not. The only other one I'm personally involved with is called The Redeemer, which is the next one I'm working on, which is basically it's a Western, sort of a supernatural Western type book. Essentially a small desert town, you have a preacher, they find gold, and then the preacher doesn't want them to go after the gold. He's worried about the town falling into, the traps of a deadwood or something, prostitution, violence, all that. And so the town sort of revolts, they kill him, and then he comes back from the dead to sort of wreak havoc and expel the evil elements from the town, and, save them. And so that's been fun. I like Westerns, and it's kind of a cool, trying to do something new with it. It's been fun, and I think that'll end up being a cool story.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, and that should be out end of the year, November-ish, I think, or so. And then as far as the other ones, I know that they should be rolling out between June and probably end of the year. I haven't seen some of the art from all of them. I've seen some from Samurai's Blood and Blood Merchant. Both look really cool. I'm pretty sure Rob Pryor's doing the art on Blood Merchant. So that should be pretty good art, pretty cool stuff.
You go to the website, I mean, you see everything there. It's the artwork is it's unbelievable. It's really nice. It's great stuff.
Yeah. And the other ones I haven't really had too much of a chance to look at. But I think all of them will be pretty great comics. And then I'm not sure which order they're coming out, other than I know Samurai's Blood is coming out in June.
Going back a second to Red Spike, you said that half of the publishing company is kind of split up. The main character in Red Spike, Gregory Dane, is that correct? Yeah. Like let's play. Who would you have playing Gregory Dane if you could pick one actor in Hollywood right now? Who would be Gregory Dane?
Oh, wow. I don't know. They're two of the main ones. There's Matt and there's Greg, and Matt is sort of the more, straight and narrow one. Greg, I haven't thought about, really.
Right.
Matt, I think, there are a couple guys who would be cool. And if I had my druthers, someone like Jeremy Renner or someone would be Matt, but obviously, wish in one hand.
You never know.
But Greg, he's I'm not sure. It would need to be someone who could sort of encompass the darker elements of the personality, because Greg is very much more sort of, if Matt and Greg are yin and yang, Greg is the dark side of that, and sort of is the one where the issues of how anger and rage interact with being sort of a supercharged human come into play much more. Matt's a little bit more well-adjusted. And
All right,
so,
cool.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's something to think about. It's something to ponder, Who can play Gregory, All right, so what's next for you, Jeff? What else are you working on? Where can we find your stuff? Where can we look? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Where's Jeff Cahn at? Where can we find him?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. So is Red Spike. And I think Red Spike has a Twitter as well. And as far as the work coming out, you can definitely find it online. I know at like Heavy Ink and Midtown, I've seen it online, and I think you can subscribe to all 5. It's a 5-issue miniseries. And I don't think you can get entered into the contest if you don't purchase it at a brick and mortar store. So if you are interested in the contest, I would call around to local shops and either see if they have it, and if they don't, a lot of shops are pretty amenable to ordering it for customers. But at major comic shops, I think it should be on the shelves May 4th, and then you can definitely find it online from a variety of distributors.
All right, cool.
And then as far as what's next, Redeemer, which will be in, hopefully end of the year. That'll be another 5-issue miniseries, which I am. Today I basically did a lot of work on the middle part of it. So, the writing's coming along and it should be pretty interesting. And I think we have another, really great artist on it. I'm not going to say who, because I'm not sure if it's set in stone yet, but definitely like a recognizable, talented guy. Hopefully will be on it as well. So
we'll definitely be looking for that. I mean, without a doubt. We can find that news on Red Spike, or where can we find that news at? Yeah,
you can find that on any updates on Red Spike. I would probably go to the Red Spike Facebook page which is Facebook.com/Project Red Spike. And then we'll probably, once Redeemer's a little further along and we have some screen caps of the art and stuff, we'll probably start another one for Redeemer that'll have all of the info. Also, the Benaroya Publishing website has a news feed, and that's where you can scope out all of the other projects. I mean, we have 6 comics coming out. Red Spike is the first of, a list of good ones, hopefully. So you can check out the other ones. I think there's a 10-page Red Spike preview on Comixology. And I would imagine that those other ones might have that as well as it gets nearer to their release dates. So
hopefully we'll see you on InvestComics.com. That would be cool too.
Yeah, that would be great.
That would be awesome. Well, Jeff, thank you so much. We'll be looking out for everything that you spoke about, and we appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jay. Anytime.
All right, take it easy. We'll see you soon, Jeff. Okay.
All right, you too. Bye.
All right, I'm Jay Katz with InvestComics.com.